all. The Department of Defense will create a unified group to handle the reports of UFOs, formerly known as unidentified aerial phenomena, across the military branches and other government agencies. December 16th, I'm Bruce Schwartz. Toe. Whoa. Okay. Bruce with his globe. Why is it, though, people do go to the news to get their information? The reason why I did that intro is because I'm showing you all, as funny as you may find it, I'm sure some of you will, that's how they present the news. And that's what people are used to seeing and hearing, the professionalism online. But what they're saying is not always the truth. See, people, all of us, me included, we've always been used to seeing that globe, to hearing the same host and the same voice come on every morning, afternoon, and evening, and even in the middle of the night, to tell us all the information that we need. But we're getting lazy. It doesn't mean they're always all lies, but we don't take the time ourselves to find out what's going on. We take everyone's word for it for granted. People do the same things. One person starts a news media and the rest of the world shows the news the exact same way. We've become programmed, guys, I'm telling you, me included, to listen to what they're saying and to not worry so much about the outcome. It's only now it seems like the world's sort of waking up, right? I know a lot of you have been awake a long time and far before me, but I see it. The world is trying to start to wake up now. Right, so I'm outside right now filming the sun. If you see the sun, today's sun in this video is because I succeeded. Boy, I've been waiting for a clearing. There's more rain coming. It's 13 degrees here today. Everything coming out with the UFO report and the new changes, the new laws and statutes and mandates that are coming to expose UFOs, even talk about capturing a UFO, talk about expanding everything. You know, the military is going to be trying to come up with a solution to the UAP or UFO problem. Who are they? That's what they say that they want to know. Whether it be because they're hiding themselves, dark secret projects, we may never know. This is daytime UFO, right in the middle of the afternoon. The first time that I actually saw one with my neighbor present. And I told him, I said, look at that. He says, what the hell's that? I said, well, it's obviously a UFO. And he had a hell of a big laugh. And he says, yeah. He goes, then we'd have a big problem. I said, yep, we definitely would. We definitely would. A very eerie finding. Very rare capture. Myself, it's rare. It's not something you see every day. This is a UFO right close to the surface. It illuminates, the surface illuminates, whether it's the UFO or not doing it. A light on the surface takes off from the surface, and what looks like goes straight towards the UFO. We'll see that again after. First, look at this. Object going by, flickering, obviously out of control and on fire. I wondered what the heck it was, but look what happens underneath. It's like it's a bomb. There we go. Something was dropped, or it's something on the surface that shot something up at it. Look at that. My God. My gosh, guys. It really does look like there's a war going on up there. Look at the UFO. It's something beautiful. You see that? We see it a lot faster now. There it is, approaching the surface. Light lights up, a light on the surface, takes off, boom. Hits the UFO or does something to it. And this one, my favorite, a massive explosion. Think of it. It lights up the whole surface. Okay? I never had light in my... There you go. Like, pow. You see it. It's freaking huge, and we can see it exploding on the surface. Whether, again, it be something that was launched or dropped, I don't know. Maybe it's not war, but there was still an explosion. We can't hide that fact that there's an explosion. Look at these lights going to the moon. You don't think they're going to mention the moon at one point about the UFOs? They're looking for them. The whole world knows now that they're on the moon. They have to say it at one point, and that's why I believe, and I am so happy to say that the civilian reporting will probably have its chance. They mentioned it in the amendments, in the Rubio amendment. When I was looking at the Gallego amendment yesterday, said civilians and the public will have a chance to have their sightings vetted by one of the three branches of military. So when do you think they're going to try and vet my work? I think that's what they're doing right now, that they'll never mention it to me, and that whatever information they get out of viewing the research that I found, well, they will do whatever they have to do. There's a whole lot of findings they have themselves, but if they say a public person like me, a civilian, a regular guy, not military, can see some of these things, maybe there will be a streamline, a doorway for the public, us, the civilians, regular people, non-ufologists, even though I've been working in ufology for 6 years now, will have a chance to express themselves and share their encounters, share their, well, more or less, not encounters, but sightings. So we have an extremely aggressive sun coming up. I'll show you what I just caught on December 14th, and those have evolved to what the solar flares are today on December 16th, and we'll see that together, the flares from a couple of hours. Very concerning. 40 plus solar flares and sunspots on the sun. So whatever these UFOs may be, we know that the Pentagon now, the three branches of military and subdivisions, and the new task force, a whole bunch of new coming to the way they're going to deal with these UFO, UAP sightings. The civilians will get a chance, supposedly, to share their sightings. It doesn't mean they're going to publicly show what everyone's showing, that's for sure. So beside the moon, here's an interesting one. Unknown object, a nice zoom up on some of the large enough objects that go by the sun. I got an amazing shot. This is my deep space. What you just saw is all the stars. And say to yourself, each star has other systems in them. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Rigel star, a 5-star system. So if each star has many stars inside of them, big like solar systems, how the heck can we be alone? Check it out. These are the solar flares that have evolved now, all connecting, and even more solar flares all over the sun. Check it out. That's the sun as of 2:15, 2:25 this afternoon, December 16th, 2021, seen from Montreal, Quebec. So we have these solar flares that are facing Earth. Again, we can expect some more incredible weather. It's been dark here for 2 days. This is a 4-minute clearing that I got, and you can even still see the clouds there. But look how concerning that is. And when these magnetic fields align themselves or cross paths with themselves and they cross over each other, that's when it's dangerous to for coronal mass ejections and geomagnetic storms here on Earth. So we'll see if they warn us about any storms coming. It's getting really aggressive. I'll be watching and up early tomorrow to see the outcome of what this is going to give us. When I talk about climate change, it's that the climate is changing. I'm not stuck on the idea that it could be solely, only, uniquely climate change. But let me tell you one thing. HAARP, CERN, secret projects, what they're doing, the dimming of the sun by Bill Gates, the corrupt billionaire. The Earth's climate system depends entirely on the sun for its energy. Solar radiation warms the atmosphere around Earth, and it's fundamental to the atmospheric composition of the whole story of it all. While the distribution of solar heating across the planet produces global wind patterns and contributes to the formation of clouds, storms, and rainfall. If the sun's aggressive, there's going to be not just rainfall, there's going to be a lot of rainfall. But then again, it can react in different ways, sometimes dry spells. So these babies are getting hot. They're getting ready to heat themselves up. Hopefully tomorrow I will get a view of it. I'll get up early enough to be able to be sure that I catch a glimpse of it. Sorry for the clouds. It was also windy. Right now it's very windy. It's dark, but still 15 plus degrees here. Beautiful summer day, literally. Yeah, I showed it a lot too fast. Beginning of the video. The surface of the moon, a UFO illuminates the surface, light on the surface appears, and then all hell breaks loose. Is it some type of war? I guess that can alarm people. Say, "Oh gosh, Bruce is assuming more." It really doesn't matter. My theories, honest with you, I can clearly see a UFO interacting with a light in the surface, and the light on the surface moved. And this one, again, this is just a quick last review because it was a very interesting finding. An object out of control on the surface of the moon, and I'm showing it in a way where just to get closer into the image, you might you understand it's an image, right? So check it out. An explosion on the surface, and it ain't small. And look at it, there's lots of firing going on, a whole lot of firing going on the surface of the moon. And at this moment, when this was captured, this is in 219, beginning of 219. So there is activity on the moon, and there was activity a couple of years back too. And when I started in 2016, well, I started seeing a couple of these amazing critters and creatures or whatnot, aliens, humans on the moon. 90,000 subscribers, everyone. Thank you so very much. Welcome all new subscribers. Up there sitting down in that pontoon. They brought everybody up in their belly party. And they come in here so soon. Yeah. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mighty on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.